Hello and welcome to my channel Pharmacy in Depth, where we'll talk about pharmacy related topics in detail. Today's topic is microspheres. So let's see what are microspheres, what are different types of microspheres, what are its different methods of preparation, and what are its industrial applications. So let's start the video. So microspheres are free-flowing powders consisting of a biodegradable synthetic polymer and usually a protein. Their particle size ranges from 1 to 1000 micrometer. There are two types, microspheres and microcapsules. In microspheres, the drug is uniformly distributed in a matrix, and in microcapsules, the drug is encapsulated in a capsule shell. Microspheres have various advantages like they are used for production of controlled release, sustained release and targeted medications, which reduces the dose frequency and hence improves patient compliance. They are used for taste and odor masking and also to improve the stability. They are used to convert oils and liquids in free-flowing powders and also improves the flow of powders. But it also has certain limitations like the cost of the product is higher than the standard formulation, its reproducibility is less, process conditions like temperature, pH, dilution, etc. affects the stability of the particle, and the polymer matrix gets degraded by heat, oxidation, hydrolysis, and solar radiations. The polymers used in microspheres are mainly divided into two types, synthetic and natural. In synthetic, we have non-biodegradable polymers like polymethyl methacrylic acid, acrolein, and in biodegradable, we have PLGA, polyanhydrates, etc. Among the natural polymers, we have proteins like albumin, collagen, carbohydrates like carrageenan, chitosan, and chemically modified carbohydrates like polyacryl dextrans, polyacryl starch, etc. Coming to the types of microspheres, we have bioadhesive or mucoadhesive microspheres, which uses a mucoadhesive polymer such as chitosan, sodium alginate, or HPC. They increase the resistance time of the drug. We have floating microspheres, which have a bulk density less than gastric fluid. Radioactive microspheres, which deliver a high radiation dose to the targeted site and are mainly used for diagnostic purpose. Polymeric microspheres and magnetic microspheres, which consist mainly of magnetite for localized delivery of the drug to the disease site. Now coming to the preparation methods, we have first method for the single emulsion method, in which we mix the bioactive agent, which is usually a protein, and the polymer in aqueous phase, and we add it to an oily phase. We emulsify it by stirring or by sonation to form a water and oil emulsion. Then we add cross-linking agent, which may be a heat or chemical agent like butyraldehyde or formaldehyde. Then we centrifuge it, wash it, and isolate the microspheres. The second method is called the double emulsion method. It consists of the bioactive agent, which is usually a protein, in the aqueous phase and polymer in the organic phase. They are emulsified to form a water and oil emulsion. This primary emulsion is added to a secondary emulsion continuous phase, which is usually water consisting of stabilizer such as polyvinyl alcohol. They are mixed to form a water in water double emulsion. Then, similar to the first method, a cross-linking agent is added, they are centrifuged, washed, and microspheres are isolated. The third method is called the solvent evaporation method, in which the drug and the polymer are dissolved in the organic solvent, which is added to a continuous aqueous phase. They are stirred to form oil in water emulsion, and the solvent is evaporated to form microspheres. The fourth method, which is called the solvent extraction method, it is similar to the third method. In this, the drug is dispersed in organic solvent which is miscible with water such as IPA, and the polymer is dissolved in organic solvent and they are mixed to form an emulsion. Then we remove the organic phase by extraction with water. This process decreases the hardening time for microspheres, and then finally we get the microspheres. The next method is called phase separation conservation. This technique is based on the principle that decreasing the solubility of polymer in organic phase will lead to formation of a polymer-rich phase, which is called the conservate. In this method, the drug particles are dispersed in a solution of polymer and an incompatible polymer is added to the system, which makes the first polymer to phase separate and engulf the particle. Addition of non-solvent results in solidification of the polymer and hence the microspheres are formed. The next method is spray drying and spray congealing. Depending upon the solvent removal technique, which is either by heating or by cooling, they are named as spray drying and spray congealing. In spray drying, a polymer is dissolved in a volatile organic solvent and the drug is dispersed in the polymeric solution. It is then atomized in a stream of hot air. The solvent evaporates and small droplets are formed, which leads to formation of microspheres. Microspheres are separated from the hot air by cyclone separator and the solvent is removed by vacuum drying. Next technique is called polymerization. Polymerization is of two types, normal and interfacial. Normal polymerization is of three types further: bulk polymerization, suspension polymerization, and emulsion polymerization. bulk polymerization, a monomer or a mixture of monomers along with an initiator and a catalyst is usually heated to initiate polymerization. Polymers so obtained may be molded as a microsphere, and drug loading can be done during the polymerization process. In suspension polymerization, we take monomers, bioactive material and initiator and disperse it in water to form droplets. We agitate it vigorously and provide heat to initiate the polymerization reaction, which eventually hardens to form microspheres. And in emulsion polymerization, we take the drug and monomer in organic phase, an aqueous solution of NOH and initiator along with CMC as stabilizer in aqueous phase. We mix them vigorously to form a miscellaneous solution of polymer in aqueous media, where polymerization reaction takes place and the microspheres are formed. Interfacial polymerization basically involves the reaction of various monomers at the interface of two immiscible liquid phases to form a film of polymer that essentially envelops the dispersed phase. Here is a list of some marketed products of microspheres along with the method of preparation. So guys, this was all about microspheres. Thanks for watching. I really hope you liked my video, and if you did, like it, share it and subscribe to my channel.